and cock blockers like her mama Jessie and her grandpa. Well, let's get right into it. I will first show you my setup of what I brought to eat. I will then show you my preparation, the food cooking on the grill, and lastly, the finished product on my plate. I will then play a brief slideshow along with relaxing music that features highlights of the park that include the eating pavilion, where I grill, basketball courts, playgrounds, trails, tennis courts, the exercise area, and lake views. I will close with a little spoken word and a special rendition of the song Send in the Clowns that I know you guys love and enjoy. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is EbonyMan2K. Let's get it. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. As I mentioned before, SHAKIRA could not make it with me on this business trip. But you know what? I brought my friend Spalding, my basketball, Spalding. Smile, Spalding, smile. Say hello. Say hello to the good people. Oh, man. You see Spalding, he's a little shy, but, trying to get him to come out of his shell. Now, you've already met my pet dog who sung the song, You Gotta Hit Me on That Cash App. Well, I left my dog behind, but I did bring Spalding. Oh, yeah, now remember, Tom Hanks had, on his movie Castaway, he had his friend ball, Wilson, the soccer ball. Remember? Yeah, he made friends with his soccer ball, Wilson. Wilson, you come here, Wilson. Well, I'm a little crazy too. Sometimes I yell at my friend Spalding, the basketball. Sometimes when I miss the shot, it bounces and it starts flying all across the place and I have to run and go get it. So I say, Spalding, you come here, Spalding. Yeah, so I'm a little nuts in that regards. But anyway, so SHAKIRA couldn't make it, but I played a little basketball while I grilled and spent a little time with old Spalding the basketball. All right, so on slide now is the setup. You can see all the stuff that I put together to, make this cookout a success. Like I said, I got a good deal on the meat. Buy one, get one free Italian sausage, $6.99 a pound for sirloin. So that was the centerpiece of the meal. I like a little onions, peppers, and portobello mushrooms, so I brought that. I also bought a little pasta. I put that on the grill, let it boil, put a little butter and garlic salt and a little Parmesan to accompany it, along with a little side salad. And, I just brought some snacks. Sometimes I like to just kind of snack out while my stuff is grilling because I don't want to overdo it. But sometimes I have to snack out a little bit. So you can see on the table all the things that I brought, all the ingredients, a little teriyaki sauce, a little adobo seasoning, cracked pepper, just stuff to make it good. Well, all right, let's go to the next screen. As you can see, this is the grill, and you can see the meats. The feature of this grilling day was the Italian sausage that I got buy one get one free, along with the sirloin. So I just cut up the sirloin into fillets, marinated the meat, and for like a half a day, if you will, just to make sure the seasoning sink in. And I put it on a grill, and you can see how good it looks, and it was delicious. It tastes as good as it looks, definitely. Okay, on this screen, I cooked a little pasta on the side. Just put a little pasta in the pan, let it heat up. It only takes maybe 5 minutes at the most to cook pasta. Add a little butter, a little garlic salt, and that was my starch to go with my meat. And then also with the pasta, I had the toppings. Again, like I said, I love bell peppers, onions, portobello mushrooms. It didn't take too long to kind of put a little oil on it, a little seasoning, and put it on a grill. It kind of, I like it kind of crunchy, so I just only put it on a meal just a little bit to heat it up and let the seasonings sit in my meal. And lastly, this is the finished product. You see a piece of steak, and a piece of Italian sausage. I didn't know which one I wanted, so you know what? I set it up where I can't lose. I had a little bit of both. So you see a steak fillet, sirloin, and also Italian sausage topped with onions, peppers, and portobello with a little pasta, as well as a side salad. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what isn't, too complicated, but this is what I ate when I grilled at the park a couple days ago, and I enjoyed it. So I ate a little bit, shot a little basketball, spinning around in the rain with my mouth open like I was a kid, and I had a good time. So it is what it is. Had a good time, and hopefully Shakira can join me on my next trip, and we can do a video together and tell you all about it. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your time, and let's keep moving forward. As a quick side note, I would like to make an announcement that I will be featuring a special video premiere this Labor Day weekend. This video will address false claims of infidelity being made by Shakira's mom and her grandpa. Now, this will be one of the biggest videos I have ever done on YouTube, and it will show how I caught Shakira's mama Jessie and her grandpa in a huge lie, and I have receipts to back my findings. Now, there's a reason why they call me the king of receipts. Again, stay tuned and be prepared for one of the biggest premieres I have ever done on YouTube this Labor Day weekend, where I expose Shakira's mama Jessie and her grandpa. Well, all right, let's get it. This is EbonyMan2K. Please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. Now, if you're looking at your screen now, you should see a picture of me with my legs crossed in my new Air Max. And this is poolside at the hotel that I'm staying currently on travel. As you can see in the caption, it says I'm stepping on these haters in my new Air Max. Because regardless of what you throw at me and try to bring me down, still, I'm going to rise. And this message definitely goes directly to Mama Jessie, Grandpa, and a bitch ass named Jeremy. These are three main people that are orchestrating efforts to try to end the relationship between me and SHAKIRA. It has been over 16 months of this ongoing, and close to $1 million in expenditures with private investigators to try to come up with scenarios and also different pieces of bullshit evidence to try to break me and SHAKIRA up. But it hasn't worked. It has not worked. After 16 months and over close to $1 million of this, still I rise. As you can see, do I look worried? No, I don't. I have plans for me and SHAKIRA, business-wise and personally, and they will move forward. All this activity that's been doing and all this money that has been spent has been for naught. And I played them down to a T. I got Mama Jessie, Grandpa, and Jeremy exactly where I want them. I got them exactly where I want them. And all I have to do now is watch them die a slow death. And I don't mean that figuratively or literally. I mean it metaphorically. Okay, they have nothing else to throw at me because I am smarter than the average bear. And I will always rise regardless of what's thrown at me. Now, with that being said, I decided to do a little spoken word today for this premiere. Now, the spoken word is a poem by the poet Maya Angelou, and it's called Still I Rise. And this is a message being sent to Mama Jessie, Grandpa, and Jeremy. Still I rise. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is EbonyMan2K. Let's get it. This is a spoken word of the poem Still I Rise, written by the poet Maya Angelou. And it goes a little something like this. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may try me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. Does my confidence upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides. Just like hope springing high, still, I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my heartiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. Now you may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise? That I walk like I've got diamond rocks at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history, shame I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wonderfully clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. This is EbonyMan2K. Please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. Okay, if you look at the screen now, what you see is a summary of what I've been talking about in terms of the clownish efforts that have been made to try to break the relationship between me and Shakira. This started over a year ago. I think it's been approximately 16 months. Now, initially, we had a troll on YouTube um, trolling and also stalking Shakira and me, and also trying to break up our relationship. And we brought in investigators to try to find more about this troll to get her to stop. But guess what, y'all? The people that we brought in, resources from the FBI, they end up turning into trolls themselves, and they started plotting against our relationship in the same manner as the troll that they were trying to stop. Basically, they became the troll. And I made a list of those who have come and those who have failed, starting with the original troll. So let's look at the list, if you will. Again, these are clowns who have attempted to stop the relationship between me and Shakira, titled Sending the Clowns. Now, remember I told you initially started with one YouTube troll. Then we brought in FBI agents to investigate, but they turned into trolls, and I've given them names and titles. So you had the original YouTube troll. She pretended to be a fake model so she can befriend Shakira in her modeling career. Then we brought in a guy named Joe. I called him Bitch Ass Joe. He is a rogue FBI agent who turned into a troll. Then we had a guy named Boss Man. He came in, calling himself the boss of the operation. So I named him the Boss Man. He's a rogue FBI agent. Right now, we still got Dave the Weirdo doing crazy shit. He's partnered with another dude, a transgender named Jeremy. So right now, you got Dave the Weirdo and Jeremy as the rogue FBI agents now that are stalking me, taking pictures of me through security cameras and all this old weird ass shit. And of course, topping the list are the two main players who likes to throw rocks and hide their hands in Mama Jessie, which is Shakira's mom. And I call her a fake ass Wonder Woman because she always presents herself as someone who's trying to save Shakira, when in actuality she's the one who's causing all the back behind scenes and antics to try to stop it. And Grandpa is the same way. He's a double talker who says one thing but does something else behind our back. And he's a grown ass man who doesn't like to own up to his own responsibilities and blames his demise on others, in the same manner as Charlie Brown. So his nickname to me is Charlie Brown, a person who is not man enough to own up to his own failures and tends to blame others. Why is everybody always picking on me? That's one of Grandpa's favorite sayings. But anyway, this is a list. It shows you all those clowns who have come and tried to break us up. Like I said, as I note, it's been over 16 months of this bullshit and close to $1 million in expenditures, and they still have failed. Let's see who succeeded. So let's look at the last two columns on the right. Success, nobody, 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 and nobody. Failure, all have failed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 clowns have tried to break up our relationship over the past 16 months. And guess what, y'all? They fail miserably. So, you know what? Me and Shakira, we got a message to all those haters and all these clowns listed on the page here. No matter what you throw at us, no matter what you try to do, still we rise, man. Still we rise.
Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps turning round, one who can't move. Where are the clouds? Send in the clouds. Just when I stopped opening doors, finally knowing the one I wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my usual flair. Sure of my life, no one is there. Don't you love farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. But where are the clouds? Quick, send in the clouds. Don't bother, they're here. Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my timing mislaid in my career. But where are the clouds? There ought to be clouds. Well, maybe next year.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Shakira and I would like to thank you for coming out. As a quick side note, I would like to make an announcement that I will be featuring a special video premiere this Labor Day weekend. This video will address false claims of infidelity being made by Shakira's mom and her grandpa. Now, this will be one of the biggest videos I have ever done on YouTube, and it will show how I caught Shakira's mama Jessie and her grandpa in a huge lie. And I have receipts to back my findings. Now, there's a reason why they call me the king of receipts. Again, stay tuned and be prepared for one of the biggest premieres I have ever done on YouTube this Labor Day weekend, where I expose Shakira's mama Jessie and her grandpa. Well, all right, let's get it.